Hey, okay, so I am going to be answering your questions. For those of you that are on the fence about joining Paint Party headquarters. So here we go. I'm going to stay on here for as long as it takes, for a few minutes. I think we just have a couple of questions and I'm going to be watching your questions. So please post them in the group right now. While you're posting your questions, I'm going to go ahead and answer the questions that we have from, and is it Angela and Gina? Okay, so first off, if you are unsure about Paint Party headquarters, you're in the right place, because I want you to ask me. I'm an open book and I want to tell you whatever you need to know. And because we're supposed to open the doors again in August, but I don't know if I'm going to do that yet or not. It's a lot. It's a lot to do a big event like this. And so I've been kind of toying around with thinking about just doing it once a year. And so I'm thinking we may or may not be opening in August again. So I'm not for sure about that. So if you're on the fence, please ask your questions and I would love to answer them. Okay, so we have a question from Angela. She asked, are we allowed to use other materials and techniques with your designs? For example, adding in mixed media collage art or implementing stencils and transfers. Of course, Angela. Now, here's the greatest thing about Paint Party headquarters is you're going to have access to all my designs that I create to use for in-person, online parties, art kits. You can go for it. I want you to make money with them. But if you're like, hey, I love the bunny, but I really want to tweak it a little bit, of course you can. You can totally do that. But I want you to think of Paint Party headquarters kind of like you're a substitute, like you're coming in as a substitute. Instead of having to get your painting ready, instead of having to get your step-by-step instructions ready, instead of having to get your tracers ready, we have it all done for you, including the marketing. So it's kind of like a grab and go for your business. And that's why we say, like, it's totally a tax write-off, because it really does help you with your business so much. And Gina asked, but yeah, you can totally change it if you want to. And Gina asked, hello, I have enjoyed your classes. I do wonder if the membership is for traceables only. No, it's not. We have so much more than traceables. And she says, do you teach how to draw the paintings and the traceable, or is the only option for the membership? I'm not clear on what all comes with the membership. Great question. Hey, Debbie. So Gina has a great question. So we do have traceables for everything. And inside teaching a paint party, so I'm teaching you how to have a paint party where some things are going to be like freehand, but most things there's going to be a traceable for them. Here's the cool part. Let me go ahead and show you inside. We have a couple of ways you can get to Paint Party headquarters. Okay, so we have not only, let me go to my Texas Art and Soul page. Okay, so if you go to, when you sign up for Paint Party headquarters, you're going to be able to get it on an app or a website. So see right here, Paint Party headquarters members enter here. So you're going to be able to see all the different things from, we have all the stages laid out, based on your trainings, in addition to supplies. And you get 50% off every month with Deco Arts coupon. We divide the last 3 months trainings and then we put them in their places where they need to go. Spring paintings, summer paintings. We have fall paintings, winter paintings, and much more. So here's the cool part about this. So let's say you're going through March trainings right now. You can view the trainings here. And we have our coupon. Oh, I can't show you the coupon code unless you're in Paint Party headquarters. We have our coupon code every single month. But then, let me point that down a little bit. Then we have our different trainings. So this month, every month, I promise you at least one tutorial, okay? But this month, we got a little excited. We did the Woodland, we did Hippity Hoppity, and we also did Hometown America. So that's the cool part about this. And then we also have a marketing training. So here's a marketing training that I share usually 10 minutes or under. And then a TikTok basics training. And then we do a monthly Q&A. Every single month, I answer your questions live. Here's a bonus. We add bonuses in from time to time where it's downloading Instagram Reels, SVGs. We have over 550 SVGs. We add 15 new ones every single month. We have a brainstorm session where you get to like collaborate and talk it out with your Paint Party Headquarters family. Optional prayer and gratitude meeting. This is, like I said, this is my favorite thing I do every month. And people can come in and we pray for each other. We pray for each other's business. I go over a gratitude and also a little Bible study. And then we also have an option where you can put prayer requests in. Now, here's the cool part. So like if you're going to see a quick training from me, you would click on it. You can see that this training is 7 minutes. So like a Facebook Live where it may be, a little overwhelming, you can see we get straight to the point. So this training right here.
With a really, really cool, dun, da, 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 slide. Okay, so this is a really cool way. So let me go.
So I show you kind of like different marketing techniques. And I also show you how to create it. So if you wanted to make your own sign, for example. So that's just one of many, many trainings we have. Now for this, for example, if you went into a tutorial, you're not only going to have me teaching you the tutorial. Yes, Tracy, we have hundreds you can use. So
pencil.
I teach you exactly how to do it.
One each.
I teach you exactly how to do it. But not only that, here's what's so awesome. And this is just one of hundreds of paintings we have. Again, this is set up for you as the Paint Party business owner to have everything ready. So you have the image you can download and post and say, hey, who'd be interested in painting this? You have the tracers. Depending on what kind of painting it is, I'll do sometimes different tracers, a 12 by 12, a 16 by 20, a full tracer. We have supply list. So if you're doing an online party, you could grab this and have it in a place where they could download it. If you're doing a kit, you could take the instructions and you could print them and then grab them and put them in your kit. We have the banners that you could use for grabbing it in Constant Contact, which is how I teach you to sign up your painters for your prepaid painters. We have a social media post. We have a marketing flyer. We have Facebook event plan, everything you need. They're editable. This is just one of multiple, okay? Editable. No, Tracy, you are not working for PPHQ. No, ma'am. You don't have a 1099 with me. No. That's not what it is. You are purchasing it's a membership that's giving you marketing materials for your business. So you would use this as a write-off. I do not have 2,000 people that I'm sending out 1099s to. No, you would use this as a write-off for your business. So whenever you're, you know how you do a DBA, for example? It's like this is the hippity hoppity. Same thing here. So you know how you do a DBA, for example, for your business, and then you turn in all your receipts for your write-offs, for your supplies, for if you were to take out an ad in the paper, for marketing, this would be considered part of your marketing, okay? Also, as we get through, like for example, if you're at the very beginning, you're going to want to start at these trainings. The Hopeful Artist. This means you're brand new. These are so good. This is all about getting started, your venues and booking parties, your supplies, your marketing, getting paid, ins and outs of an event, how to run a painter's choice, how to hire help. I have Pixie helping me with this one. Paint Party Backstage Pass, like all of these fun, different things. And then if you're like, hey, I want to do this online. Here's how you do it online. I mean, this is all inside. If you're like, need an inspired break and want to hear from some of our members, right here, they're telling you how they're doing it, how they're making it work. how to organize. I strongly advise y'all to meet up. We actually do a Paint Party Business Live once a year, and we have about 10 tickets left. We've already sold over 200 tickets. We're having a painted prom this year, and we have about 10 tickets left. So if you are like, hey, I just joined and I want to come to Texas and meet everyone, then make sure you let us know, because we have a few tickets left, and it's called Paint Party Business Live. And you can find out more details. Just go to texasartandsoul.com and you can find out all the details. Now, here's another way. So some people don't want to go into the website, and they just want to go into the Facebook group. So this is our Facebook group, Paint Party Headquarters. It's only for people who have purchased. Now, we have everything here that's like the feature, just like we did in the bunny. So we want to make sure when you were in the bunny group, you kind of saw what we were doing. Then if you go to more and you go to media, you can see everybody's stuff. But if you go to albums, we have it all organized here by just like we do in the website. We have SVGs for you. We have kids painting, spring, summer, fall, winter. And then we have, Let's Connect. We have people all over the world. So if you're like, hey, I want to find somebody in my area or close to me, and maybe I can't do a paint party this week, but there's somebody an hour from me that would love that paint party, you could refer them. More tracers for you. Event photos that you can use and start posting to start getting interaction and people going, oh my gosh, are you going to do this? This is cool. I'd like to do one. Marketing materials, 300 photos. I think another value is a lot of our members share their designs too. So we have a place where you can share. I think sometimes we forget, like I don't know about y'all, but I am like the worst at designing flyers. So we pay graphic designers to do all of this for you. So you can just edit it. So all these paintings you see, you have access to not only use for your business to make money. This was a huge seller last year. Not only to use for your business to make money, but you also have all of the marketing materials done for you. So it's just a grab and go, which is insanely awesome. So let's say you're going to do a paint party, which the barn quilts are very successful. If you're going to do a paint party, if you were to look over here and click, there's the images and tracers and supply list and instructions, the social media post, the marketing flyer you could click on and say, hey, my party isn't on December 17th, but I could use this template. And now I'm in Canva and I could change this to whatever date I needed. Grab and go. It is awesome. And then if you want to grab Paint Party Headquarters on your phone, the app is called Kajabi. So whenever you sign up, you get access to all of that. Okay, let me go back and see what other questions y'all are asking. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. I want to make sure I'm getting all the questions from the events and then also from this live. Oh, let me turn the volume so it doesn't go. Okay, let's see. All right, what other questions? Okay, do I have to download Canva? If you're doing it, I would actually get Canva, get the free version on your desktop, and then you're going to be able to use my templates with your free version. Angela asked, regarding the designs, are we allowed to add in materials and techniques? Yes. So I answered that question at the beginning. You totally can. And Desiree, Canva is spelled Canva. But we have all of the different designs for you in Paint Party Headquarters, and you can click on them and use them and change them so they're ready to go. It is so cool how it just saves time. And Pam says, I climbed over the fence and joined yesterday. Welcome, Pam. Very cool. Can I do tutorials with you to practice and get my confidence up before I'm ready to do a class? If so, where do I find the tutorials? Yes, yes, yes. That is a great question. So what I recommend for you, Pam, first off, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. What I recommend for you to do is you can go to the website or you can go to Paint Party Headquarters. Let me show you. So once you've signed up, you're going to get access to this group. All you have to do is go to More, go to Media, go to Albums, and then pick what season you want. So let's say you want to start practicing some summer paintings because you're practicing. Maybe you're going to get your confidence up. Julia, welcome. I'm so happy. So happy you joined. That's awesome. So let's say you're going to start getting your confidence up. You can see here, like I talk about when you should start offering your parties. So in June, we're doing, patriotic July 4th. In July, we're starting to talk about Christmas, Christmas in July, back to school in summer. Here, I talk about all the pricing. So you can print that off if you want. But let's say you're scrolling through and you're like, oh my gosh, I would love to do this painting, for example. You could click on there, and then over here on the right, see more, and then you're going to have access to all of this. Again, you're going to have the tutorial, you're going to have the supply list, the tracers, this post, everything you need. Everything you need. So let's say you're like, okay, I love this tiki. I want to do this one. Click on that. Again, this is all inside your members hub too. So we actually post everything in the Facebook group, in Kajabi, your app, where you can get it on your phone, as well as in the membership hub, which is on Texas Art and Soul. Scroll to the bottom and log in. And the first 3 Mondays of the month, we email it to you. So we email you the first, because once a month, I promise one tutorial with all the marketing stuff. Usually we end up giving you some bonuses. They might not have the marketing, but I like to paint. So if I paint something and it's cute, I'll say, okay, Paint Party Headquarters, you have dibs on this. And then on the second Monday, I give you a marketing tip. Training. On the third Monday, a social media training. And then the last week of the month is called Creative Week. It's where we all exhale. We all go, okay, there's no trainings coming. This is time to breathe, make sure I'm working on my business, make sure I'm not just, going 100 miles an hour, make sure I have time for my family and my friends, whatever we want, in our summer dream, or, remember, we want to have a life as well as doing something really cool. Okay, let's see. Julia says she's joined yesterday. That's awesome. Very excited. Very cool. Okay, so any last questions? Any last questions? We're going to do a big welcome call at 2 p.m. All that is on the calendar, correct? Desiree, great question. So every single month, I'm telling y'all, we have a whole team. So it's not just me. Used to it was just me. But Paint Party Headquarters, when I first opened almost 4 years ago, we had 58 members. Now we have over 2,000. So if you ever want to know what is going on, you go to Featured, okay? Featured, and we have our team here. We have a whole team that literally, their job is called the Guardians of Paint Party Headquarters. And their job is to go through, find your questions, give you an answer, and then also direct you to a training that I have personally trained for you to help you. So yes, it's all on the calendar, and the calendar is posted. I don't want to make you dizzy, but it's always posted every month right here. So every month, you can't have the coupon code unless you're a member. Every month you'll get the calendar of exactly what is happening when, so that you can print it out, put it on your calendar so you're ready to go, so you don't miss a thing. Let's see. Teresa says, first, I think you are awesome. Oh, thank you, Teresa. My business would have art and jewelry projects of my design. Does Paint Party Headquarters have marketing support and ideas that would relate to the jewelry biz? Unfortunately, I would not be using grab and go of your great art. Secondly, can you start monthly and then switch to yearly? I would still love to get 3 months free. Okay, so let me answer it. You have a couple of questions and I can answer all of those. So here is the thing. The marketing, so what you can do with the marketing flyers is you could edit those and change them up where you add jewelry. Maybe it has something about painting, but you still change it up, especially if you do like a jewelry party. So that would work. What I think Teresa is going to help you even more and will definitely be worth the $47 a month is watching how I market in social media, those trainings. Now, obviously this is paint party specific, but it really works for any type of crafting business. So if I say paint party, you change the word to jewelry, for example. So a lot of times people get in here and they think that they just want the painting designs. Then they realize, oh my gosh, Heidi keeps up with what is going on. And I have 2 business coaches I pay myself. And I pay a lot of money for those business coaches. I wouldn't have been able to do that at the beginning, but I'm so grateful I can now. So just the social media of me training you how to do reels. Reels. I have a social media training on how to do reels. Just things like that are going to help you with your jewelry business. So I would almost think about the way, okay, maybe I get in there and see if I like it and see if I could replace every time Heidi says the word paint party to jewelry. And does this make sense? You're probably going to see that just the marketing alone is going to help your business. So many times, my mother-in-law, she'll say, this can work for real estate. And I'm like, I know my tips can work for any business, but if I'm trying to talk to every business, nobody's going to relate to me and nobody will understand what I'm telling them. So, yes, it could easily relate to that. And yes, if you get in monthly and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing and I can't believe it, which I hope you will. What will happen is you can email support@paintpartyheadquarters.com and you can switch to the yearly and get the 3 months free, but you would already have paid that 1 month or whatever. And then now moving forward, you would be on the yearly. Just know that you have to commit to a year, so you can't cancel and get a refund for that. Julia says, can we use your designs to post on our website? Yes, as long as you are a paying member of Paint Party Headquarters, that's what you're paying me for. You're saving time. So for example, I just did that painting right here, the Amazon painting just the other day on Sunday. Thanks, Amazon. Prime Crimes committed here, right? I take really nice images of it. I paint it. I have tracers. And then you could actually, especially if you already have a following or you've been doing paint parties, you have some emails, you can literally, post that and say, hey, anybody, interested in this? Or I may be doing kits for this. A lot of times we have a lot of really cool wood products. Like this is one of our new wood products here. And so what people can do, let me put it up here so you can see it. So what I did was I painted this. I took beautiful pictures of it, and then people can post and say, hey, does anybody want this as, and again, I teach you better ways to sell than what I'm telling you right this second. But, they could go, oh, I really love that. I want that for my paint parties. They could actually book a paint party with my image before they ever go order it. So they can start getting prepays, start getting money in their account. That's why I talk about a profit every party. Tracy says, I'm a type A personality and like to have ducks in a row. Is this going to help me? Yes. Yes. Okay. So what I do recommend though, Tracy, is don't try to get every single duck in a row before you just go teach. I know it's scary. Grab a friend, grab a family, grab a sister, grab a neighbor, and just teach somebody a paint party for free. I don't care. Just teach somebody for free. Don't teach 30 people for free. Teach just a couple of people for free because I want you to take action. Annie in our group, she's been with me for 2 years. She was kind of a wallflower. She was always coming to the prayer and gratitude meeting. She always would be asking questions, but she just now a few months ago started teaching her paint parties. And now she's like, I'm addicted. I so wish I would have jumped earlier and started teaching them earlier, but she was so scared. But I'm telling you, once you start doing it, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to do this more. how can I do this more? And then you start learning more, and then you start growing more. But yeah, we have everything is very, very well organized. That's why the group on Facebook with 2,000 plus people obviously is going to be pretty noisy, because we want it to where you can ask a question, and then the team and obviously all of these wonderful people are helping answer, because it's like this collective awesomeness of all these people doing paint parties. So we want it to where you can ask a question and get your answer, but we don't allow self-promotion. So if you're self-promoting, you're coming in this group trying to sell your own things. I remember one time somebody said, well, how am I going to sell my kits if I can't post them in Paint Party headquarters? And I'm like, no, girl. You're not joining Paint Party headquarters to sell to Paint Party headquarters. You're joining Paint Party headquarters to learn how to grow your own business, to go sell your kits to your local area or online, or do a paint party in person or do a paint party online. You're learning so you can go make your own business. And this is not a franchise, okay? You need your own business name. You're not Tracy at Texas Art and Soul. No, you're your own business. Let's see, Tracy says, I tend to take much time getting ready. Yeah, a lot of people get ready to get ready, right? And I'm one of those people. I will allow you as much time as possible. Like Annie, for example, I don't pressure you. I know everybody wants to like research. Not everybody. I'm a jumper. I'm like, okay, what is it? Let's do it. Let's break things and move forward and then figure it out, right? But my team, thankfully, I have people on my team that keep everything organized. Everything is super organized. So Tracy, you might want to be in the membership part where it's the website where you can go through your trainings at your pace, then come back to the Facebook group for the community. Pam says, should we have a business license or LLC before jumping in? Pam, if you're going to teach a neighbor or a friend a painting, you don't need a business license for that. Grab them, bring them to your house, feed them some, chips and salsa, and teach them a painting. Then if you are like, yes, this was awesome, I want to move forward, and watch some of my trainings, go get a DBA, depending on your state or your country. At first, all I needed was a DBA. It cost me $20. It's called Doing Business As. If you're unsure of your state, you can always go to SBA.com. It's the Small Business Association, and it'll tell you if your state requires an LLC or not. Let's see, Desiree, should I make a different Facebook for this or a personal account? So you already have your personal account because I see it, Desiree Henson. So you will need to make a Facebook business page. And we talk about all that inside of Paint Party headquarters. Pam says, can you mention doing paint parties on Facebook to your friends, but not as public? So what I would do, Pam, is I would just seriously, like for your first party, just text a couple of your friends and say, hey, you want to come over to my house? I'm going to teach you this really cute bunny, and I have some snacks, and I bought some bunny ears, and I thought it would be fun. DBA, Doing Business As, DBA. It's just like a $20 like thing you get from your county clerk's office. But to just start your first free one, you don't need to go all that right now. What I want you to do is just grab a friend, a family member, a kid, a grandkid, and teach them the bunny you just learned. That's all I want you to do. Just take action, because then you're going to learn so much more than just sitting here watching hours and hours and hours of trainings. That's what my husband's a type A. My husband's like you, Tracy. He will research and research and research and research and research. And by this, I don't know if you're all the way like this, but he will research so much that by the time he's done researching, he's like already tired and moved on to something else. And I'm like, no, like that's really, really cool. So I want you to make sure that that you are researching, but you're also taking action. Angela asked, what is typically needed for insurance? So that's a great question. So I would talk to like your local insurance person, but if you're going to a restaurant or a place like that, it totally depends. And when I first started doing this, I did not have insurance. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. Then as I started getting bigger and started doing more things, because a lot of times, like if I'm teaching at a church, the church has the insurance for the church. The restaurant has the insurance for the restaurant. Always make sure you have, like, if you do ruin carpet, you have enough money to take care of that. However, I would just cover stuff, make sure I'm careful with it. Now I went to my local State Farm person and it's like called event insurance. It's really, really cheap. You can get it for the whole year. Or if you're doing like a really big event, you can get it for like a one-time thing. Let's see. Pam says, I highly recommend getting some guinea pigs. I've already done this with a group of friends in an online party. It was so fun and their feedback was so valuable and validating. Yes, just by grabbing a couple people and doing it for free like that, then it takes the pressure off too. And you can just paint the bunny. I don't mind if you use the bunny for that while you're testing it out. And Teresa says, do we only interact with wonderful creatives in Facebook group, or do you encourage us developing friendships off the group too? Oh my gosh, Teresa, I totally encourage you to develop friendships. So the reason why is like the brainstorm, we have a brainstorm, like a peer-to-peer brainstorming every month. And what that is me basically saying, hey, how y'all doing? Here's a couple of tips. Now I'm going to put you in groups. The reason I do that is because I want you to have meetups. I want you to meet each other and collaborate and to do life together. We have so many people that have met some of their best friends through Paint Party headquarters. And for those of y'all that don't know, we do a big event once a year. It's called Paint Party Business Live. I'm going to go ahead and tell you about it because we have probably 12 tickets left. If you want to be a part of it. But if you go to Texas Art and Soul, and again, some of y'all might not want to buy this, and I'm not trying to sell it to you because we already have almost all the tickets sold. But we do a big Paint Party Business Live event every year. This will be our third year, and it's at the Stockyards. And yeah, we have about 12 tickets. I think we have about 10 tickets left now. Anyway, this is where we have 200 of y'all, and we're having a painted prom where people are actually painting their prom dresses. It's a 2.5-day conference. So like I said, it's almost sold out. It is an extra fee because again, these are not cheap to put on. So it's not something you got to be a part of, but I just want to tell you about it. But it's called Paint Party Business Live. And we go all out. It's not a moneymaker for us by any means. Like I lost money on the Dollywood one I did a couple years ago. We lost over 20 grand on that. So we're doing it a little bit different this year so we don't lose money on it. But it brings y'all together so that you can start to encourage each other and become friends and all of that. So I'm really, really excited about that. But we have so many of y'all that do Paint Party headquarter meetups. Like you live an hour away and you'll meet for lunch or you'll meet for coffee. So I totally encourage that and want you, Teresa, to meet each other, because again, being a part of life together is what it's all about too. And I think that's more valuable than even the stuff you're getting from Paint Party headquarters. And Pam says, I created a private Facebook group to do that in. Oh, that's awesome. Cindy says, if you do the yearly cost of PPHQ, are you committed to your year when it's up and to do another year's cost, or are you given the option at that time to go ahead and do monthly cost instead? Didn't know if the yearly cost is automatic or not. Cindy, great question. So it is an automatic, but you can email us at support@paintpartyheadquarters.com and say, hey, I love this, but I want to switch to the $47 a month, and we can totally switch it out. You just have to let us know. And Pam says, come back to Dollywood. It's near me. Did you know that renting Dollywood is very, very expensive? We actually had the largest paint party in Dollywood. It was awesome. We had the speaking parts actually on the stage, the celebrity theater. We were at the Dreammore Resort. We had so many awesome things happen at that Paint Party Business Live. But boy, was it expensive. So expensive. We did a huge denim and diamonds pageant. It was crazy awesome. So now we're having it back in Texas. We, like I said, we are so excited. It's not till September. If you want to know anything about that, just go to texasartandsoul.com. And like I said, we have a few more tickets left. And we're going to have a painted prom this year. So if you want to be a part of that, you can sign up. You don't have to actually be in Paint Party headquarters to be a part of that, but everybody who has signed up for that is in Paint Party headquarters. So you're going to meet a lot of people that you've been talking to online. Okay, any final questions before I go? I'm so excited. I can't wait to help you more. I am so honored that you're trusting me to help you. I know this is a big decision. You know, I don't take it lightly. But I think sometimes we forget that we make decisions every single day. It's been said that we have over 70,000 thoughts a day. Can you imagine? Every day, over 70,000 thoughts. And a lot of those are decisions. Where are we going to eat? What are we going to cook? What are we going to do tonight? Where are we going to go? What are we going to spend our time on? All of those decisions. But the thing about making a decision for your business, I think that makes people scared, is they think by having that, okay, I'm a part of this. Now I got to do it right now. No, take the pressure off. You can sign up, but just take the pressure off and be okay to learn. Be okay to go, let me give myself some grace. I can't get this right all the first time. You've got to change your definition of the way you see failure. When you see failure as a part of success, then the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Oh, Pam, thank you for saying that. Oh, she says you have found your calling. I just really want to encourage strong people like y'all to go after what you want. You know, paint parties have changed my life. They have changed my financial future. They have changed. Tonight I'm going to a paint party, $35 teaching $35 teaching 8 people. Alexa, what's 8 times 35?
8 times 35 is 280.
$280 for 2 hours. Just takes me 2 hours. It doesn't take me $280 for that paint party. Canvas was less than $2 a piece. I have all the brushes. I already have all the paint. And I'm going to make $280 tonight for doing something I love. Like, it's insane. And then think if you do that with 20 people. Or you do that with 30 people. Or all of a sudden you start to realize, oh my gosh, there's opportunities online. There's so much potential. So anyway, we close the doors tonight at midnight. If you want to be a part of it, I would love, love, love to have you be a part of it. And I hope that you, if you have any other questions, let us know. Text me, and we'll be checking the text later tonight, 817-373-5478. And Gina says, I have enjoyed this past week with the bunny. I'm on the fence. For advertising, if more than one painter in my town, will we all have the same ad? Do we have to use your pricing? Okay, number one, you don't have to use any of my pricing. You can take the stuff you like and take the stuff you don't like that I teach, go, she said that, but I don't really like how she does that. Totally fine. We do have some people that are in the same area. I used to have a painting with a twist here, but they didn't know how to pivot. I know how to pivot, and I know how to teach you how to pivot. So when COVID was happening and all of our paint parties, including my own, were being canceled, I taught you how to do online. And a lot of you inside Paint Party headquarters, you're going to see is once you realize how I teach you, you're not going to, Gina, really have the thoughts of, oh my gosh, somebody is in my town doing a bunny. Because I teach you a different way. Think of the bread aisle. Think of how many types of bread there are. There's a bread for everybody. Just like my personality is not for everybody. Just like the person down the street doing maybe a bunny is not for everybody. And you also got to think there's 2,000 members in Paint Party headquarters, but there are way more than 2,000 cities. And we have people from all over the world. So there may be somebody in France teaching the bunny, but there also may be somebody in Granbury like me teaching the bunny, but that has no effect on each other's business. Also, if you start to learn from me, you're going to realize so many different opportunities that have changed people's lives. from, oh my gosh, I don't have to be worried about just my town. I could drive an hour. I could drive 2 hours. I could do this online. I could sell kits. Maybe I love the online better than I love the in-person. You're going to see so many different things, so many different ways to look at this instead of just one way. I'm going to kind of blow your mind with the possibilities, and I'm excited to do that. All right. Well, I'm so grateful for y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for asking questions. Again, if you're still on the fence, text us your question and we'll get to it in a little bit. And anything else you have that you're asking, go ahead and ask in that other, not the event page here, but just in the Profitable Paint Parties with Heidi. I hope you had fun. I hope I get to see you more and teach you more. And, yeah. Oh, and Patricia's excited about these kits. Yes. Oh my gosh. We have such good, some people do them all year. I have really great luck around the surfboard kits that I do, as well as August, September, October. Oh my gosh. Talk about Christmas kits. The sleighs are another conversation. We sold, me including so many people in Paint Party headquarters, sleighs like crazy. It was insane. So I'm excited. And Pixie, my daughter, she actually sold some mini barn quilt kits, and she made it was almost $1,000 just by doing a Facebook Live. It was awesome. So many possibilities. I'm excited. So yeah, you have till midnight if you want to join us. Go ahead and use the link, and I can't wait to help you more. All right, bye y'all.